You begin your life as a small, translucent egg glued to a drifting patch of seaweed somewhere in the warm, restless waters of the tropical ocean. Yes. The world outside is immense and unforgiving. You are a future tachin, a flying fish, though for now, you are only a fragile bead, no bigger than a grain of sand, with a sticky thread that keeps you from being swept away. Around you, hundreds of siblings sway like ornaments, but every hour, hungry mouths come looking for you. Inside the egg, you already carry the blueprint for speed and flight. Your body is streamlined, the fins are set to grow like wings, and your instinct to escape danger is waiting to switch on. Predators circle everywhere, even before you hatch. Survival is a matter of chance. The surface glitters above like a strange second sky, but that shining promise hides teeth. Out here you will never be given protection. You will have to earn every breath from the moment you burst free. The day your tiny jaws break the egg, sunlight spills across the surface like liquid gold. You are barely the length of a fingernail, but your tail flicks with furious energy. There is no parent to greet you, no safe coral cave. Your first breath is of water full of danger. The ocean is both cradle and battlefield. For the first few days, you drift close to floating bits of weed. It is your entire world. The surface calls to you, a shimmering ceiling, but staying near it exposes you to birds with beaks sharp as daggers. Below, a wall of mouths waits. You move in jittery bursts, darting whenever a shadow passes. Your body already knows what to do. Gills open and close with machine precision. A thin, transparent fin guides you. Inside your lateral line, those sensitive pores that run along your flanks, detects every ripple, every approach of danger. You cannot think about this, but you feel it. Each twitch is life-saving. Food is your first teacher. You chase whatever drifts close. Tiny plankton, smaller than dust. You open your mouth and strain the water. Each successful gulp feels like triumph. You grow a little each day, cartilage stiffening into bone, muscles learning the rhythm of sudden flight underwater. You are not alone in your lessons. Thousands of other larvae share the sea, and they are as likely to vanish in the snap of a predator's jaws as you are. Sometimes you vanish into their crowd for protection. Sometimes you are the one who escapes, while others disappear. In those first fragile weeks, you learn to love speed. A slow tack does not live long. You feel the water wrapping you like silk when you flick your tail fast. For a moment, it is almost joyful. But even joy is interrupted when a mackerel charges from below. You twist, heart hammering, and somehow survive. You understand something new then. The ocean never rests, so you must not either. One morning, the sun rises behind a curtain of silver waves. You are a little larger now, long enough that your tiny fins flap like sleeves. Hunger gnaws. Your belly has grown used to plankton, but today you crave something bigger. A cloud of small crustaceans dances ahead, red and pulsing with life. You feel the pull of instinct. Hunting begins with focus. Your large, round eyes, adapted for both the underwater blur and the glaring surface light, sharpen on a single target. You sense its jittering rhythm with every pore along your body. Then you charge. Your tail thrashes so fast the water boils around you. For the first time, you overtake your prey. The moment your mouth closes on that tiny body, it feels both terrifying and thrilling. Your jaw is small, but the grip is firm. Inside, teeth scrape, and a rush of taste floods your senses. You swallow whole. It slides down into a simple stomach where acid begins to dissolve it, breaking proteins into fuel for growth. You do not think of it as digestion, but your cells do. They divide and multiply with the fresh energy. Your fins grow stronger, your skeleton denser. There are failures too. Once you misjudge a lunge and slam headfirst into a piece of floating weed. Another time, a rival snatches your chosen prey just before you reach it. Frustration makes you dart in confused spirals. But these mistakes sharpen you. You learn to aim better, to time the final burst of speed. By the end of the day, you feel the strange satisfaction of a full belly. It is more than food. It is proof that you can do this. The ocean has not beaten you yet. That night, you rest close to the surface. Inside, enzymes continue to break down the day's catch. Your liver stores some as fat. Energy hums in every cell. You dream, if a fish can dream, of the chase, the perfect leap, the moment of the catch. And just beneath those images, a new hunger builds, not only for food but for survival. You do not yet know it, but soon you will learn how to fly. The ocean seems to shrink as you grow. Weeks pass, and you have doubled, then tripled in length. Your once fragile fins now stretch wide like transparent sails. They are no longer simple paddles. They are the beginnings of wings. Your muscles thicken. Every tail beat is a piston, propelling you faster than you believed possible. Scales harden into a silvery armor that glints in sunlight, dazzling any predator that hesitates. Beneath your skin, bones strengthen, cartilage solidifies, and your lateral line becomes an even finer net for vibrations. You are no longer a speck. You are an arrow. You discover something strange. When a predator charges, you instinctively swim upward. Then breaking through the surface, you find yourself in the air. For a moment, you are flying. Your enlarged pectoral fins stretch out wide, catching the wind. You skip above the waves as if the ocean has become a trampoline. When you re-enter the water, the world feels slower. It is the closest thing to freedom you have ever known. This new ability is not without cost. Sometimes you land awkwardly, smacking the surface so hard that pain seems to buzz through your whole body. Sometimes a frigate bird swoops down, mistaking you for an airborne snack. But with every flight, you grow better at choosing the direction of your escape. Your body is learning that the surface is no longer a ceiling. It is a doorway. And you are learning that speed and air together can buy you seconds of life when a predator lunges from below. The sea does not grow kinder, just because you grow stronger. Tuna, Dorado, marlin, they are faster, hungrier, and always watching. Yet, you now have a trick they do not. You have learned how to disappear into the sky, and that skill is as good as a set of claws. Then comes the lean time. The plankton thins. The crustaceans you chased so easily vanish as currents shift. You wander farther each day, your stomach hollowing into a pit of hunger. With less food, your energy fades. You swim slower. The silvery sheen of your scales dulls. Inside, your metabolism slows to a crawl. Your body knows this rhythm. When fuel is scarce, it burns its own stores. Sparing just enough to keep your heart and gills moving, there is no thinking, only enduring. One afternoon, in this weakened state, danger finds you. Predators leak, fast. A Dorado with a golden green flash erupts from below. You try to leap, but your tail falters. Water hisses around its jaws. You feel the rush of displacement as its mouth closes just behind you. Survival narrows to one thought. Up. You summon everything left in your muscles, all the fat your liver has hoarded, and launch yourself out of the sea. The Dorado misses by inches. Air tears at your face as you glide. For a moment, the sun blinds you. Then you hit the water far away, bruised but alive. You drift, trembling until your heartbeat slows. Hunger will not kill you today. For the first time, you have stolen a victory from something much stronger than yourself. Months turn into a full season. You are no longer small. Now you are a fully grown sachin, nearly half a meter long from nose to tail. Your body gleams with a polished silver-blue sheen, and your enormous pectoral fins resemble glassy sails that stretch almost as wide as your body is long. When you leap, the air hums beneath them. Adulthood brings more than size. It brings restlessness. The urge to claim space builds inside you. Unlike sharks or tuna, you do not own a piece of ocean forever. Instead, you learn to read the shifting boundaries of food and current. Where plankton blooms and where smaller fish gather, there you stake your place. Darting out like a streak of steel when another sachin tries to crowd you, competition is fierce. Fights are swift and dazzling. You do not bite, you chase. The loser burns precious energy trying to outfly the victor. Some days you are chased away, some days you do the chasing. It is during this time that you notice the other kind of competition. Mating season begins. The ocean changes. The water feels thicker with purpose. You find yourself drawn to the flash of others like you. Courtship is a display of endurance. You race above the waves, your pectoral fins stretched wide, the sunlight turning them into silver banners. Every jump is a message. I am strong. I am fast. I can escape what hunts us all. The challenge is not just to impress, but to survive while impressing. Birds dive. Predators wait below. Your wings become your shield. In those flights, you feel almost weightless, and yet every glide matters. Somewhere out there is a partner who will notice the perfect arc of your leap. Adulthood is loud, restless, and dangerous. But it is also the moment when the reason for every scar and every near miss becomes clear. You have survived this long not just for yourself, but for the future of your kind. The ocean begins to warm. You sense it in your muscles and in the long daylight hours. Something deep inside urges you to gather with others of your kind. Thousands of tat appear like pieces of silver scattered across the waves. It is a restless congregation, each of you driven by a simple and powerful goal. You search among them for a partner. Courtship is a dance written by the sea. You swim in quick bursts, leaping in pairs above the water, matching speeds and arcs. The one who stays beside you through the leaps is the one you trust. After a long chase, one finally does. Together, you move as if a single shadow, two silver flashes skimming across the top of the waves. When the time comes, you release your eggs close to the surface, and your partner releases a cloud of milt. The fertilized eggs drift and stick to floating seaweed, each with its tiny thread. You watch them for a short time. There is no guarding, no feeding, no protection. Your duty ends the moment the eggs find their anchor. It feels both heartbreaking and right. This is the rhythm of your kind. You survived without parents. Now your offspring must do the same. You know that most of them will not live. Birds, fish, and even the hunger of the sea itself will take them. Yet some will break free, and in that single truth lies your only reward. You have passed on the speed, the gliding wings, and the stubborn drive to survive. Then the urge quiets. The vast open water waits for you again. Life slows as the years pass. You no longer leap as high as before. You have learned that every jump spends energy, and energy is precious now. Scars mark your fins, and the blue of your back has dulled to steel gray. The ocean has never grown gentler. There are still hungry jaws below and sharp wings above. You have escaped them more times than you can count, and one day, one of them will be faster. You know this, yet even as your strength fades, the eggs you left behind are drifting, waiting for their turn. On a calm evening, as the sun sinks low and the water turns the color of burnished copper, you glide one more time. For a brief stretch of seconds, the air holds you like an old friend. See the horizon spread wide, and for that moment, there is no fear. Only the rhythm of tail and fin, the ocean and the sky sharing you between them. When you land, you sink beneath the surface and rest. The cycle you have lived will begin again with new lives, new flights, and new escapes. If the sea could speak, it would say this: Assad Chen never really leaves the sky. It only passes the wings onward.